You are now tuned in to
Lamark After Dark.
What's up, guys? Lamark After motherfucking Dark.
That's how you start a show.
I love how you always does that. What's up, guys?
That's how you. I'm ready to go. That was so good.
Another episode of Lamark After Dark. I don't know what episode this is, so don't judge me. But we are definitely in 2024. So, shout out to that. What'd you say?
Episode 6.
Yeah, but I don't know because I don't know if I want to make it episode 6.
Oh,
So,
okay.
like,
Scratch that, guys.
yeah,
this is
so-
just the 6th time that
This
we've
is just
done this.
yeah,
For this season.
exactly. We have a special guest in the building. Shout out to Miss Tatyana.
Hey,
Welcome.
Hey. Thank you guys for having me.
Wait, where the fuck is my applause? Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yes, again, thank you guys for having me. I'm so happy to be here. Woo.
Happy to have you.
Yeah. So,
Let's dive in.
oh God, this
Get
episode.
to it. As
This episode is gonna be very. It's like kind of a welcome meet the host kind of vibe.
Mhm.
I feel like we don't really talk about like our real shit. We kind of just like laugh about it. And this is like an episode where we want to. Oh, my chain's crooked. Where we get deep, and not the good deep.
Oh, God. Oh.
Actually, has
no,
anybody-
honestly,
both of these are-
I feel like it was a good combination of all the above.
Yeah.
Has anyone gotten good deep lately?
A good what?
A good deep.
I
What
plead
is
the
that?
fifth.
You know what that is.
What
Chelsea.
is that?
You know what that is, Chelsea. I don't know what.
What Nick Cannon you said on that show? You do what?
I don't know what's going on, guys. I don't know.
Okay. we're gonna move past it. Am I record? Okay. So y'all, we've been drinking a little bit. So
We only had one shot.
like
Like,
no,
we're-
but I only
would have
had
another one?
breakfast.
I feel like,
Oh.
dang,
Yeah, so
I'm
I'm a
over
little-
here like shot o'clock.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm
I
down
guess.
for another one. But
Maybe the next
He has
show.
to press the button.
Yeah. I have to press the
He has
button.
to
It's
press
a
the
lot
button.
happening.
All right.
So I guess we could dive in first to how are we mentally and the importance of mental health and self-love. So I guess we could start with our guest, Tatyana. How are you mentally right now?
Whew, okay, right now I just came through that city time Christmas traffic. But I'm really blessed to be here. Like, I loved when you sent me these questions and that being the first part, because I just feel like a lot of people aren't tapping into it, or they're afraid and where to gauge. And I think like mentally I'm in a decent space. So my friends laugh. I have like gauges, right? I'm either ripping and running or I'm tucking and rolling. And I have not ripped and ran all year. I may tuck, I may roll, I may like glide into stuff, but it's still pretty light. It's still effortless kind of. And even when I get overwhelmed, I'm learning my benchmarks and everything. So I'm gonna say I'm all right. I'm a little,
Right.
I'm
I
all
like
right
the
for this
vocabulary you're using.
yeah, like for this overwhelming season, because like
is
we get to fourth
overwhelming.
quarter, the holidays start, life get a little crazy. So I'm not too bad right now. I think I'm hanging in pretty good.
Okay. I love that. Okay.
Chelsea?
I feel very similar to Tati. I feel like there is a lot going on, but through working on it and through consistent like mental affirmation with myself, I can't carry these burdens of other people, and I cannot control everything.
Right.
So if it's out of my control, I cannot worry about it. So I feel like I'm doing a little better.
Mentally, I am okay. I feel like I've been better through therapy, working things out, getting over my dad issues and realizing that I am enough.
Mhm.
That's been a really tough situation for me. I hate that you can see me now, Chelsea, because now you can get in my business. And I feel like before in the old studio, you couldn't see me, but now
Yeah.
you're like looking right at me.
I
And it's
am.
like, fuck.
He was the only one with that privilege, but now
You can see right
you're
at
gonna
me.
stare into your soul, boo.
Not in my soul.
You know you have beautiful eyes.
Thank you. I
Yeah.
It's
try.
me cutting through the computer screens, like
See,
But
he be
I
trying
forgot
to,
that
no,
people
he
can't
be trying
see
to
me
tuck away
really
and
right
hide
now,
out.
like-
No, I'm looking at you.
Okay. Well, guys, on this episode, instead of question of the night, me and Chelsea decided to ask each other questions that I feel like we can kind of get, dive deep into our lives.
Mhm.
So question number one I want to ask, and Tatyana, you have more than welcome to chime in as well.
Mhm.
What is something you wish more people knew about you?
I'm gonna say I wish more people knew that I DJ and my talent when it comes to like music curation and event curation and anything creatively being curated. That's my vibe.
Okay.
Like especially people up here, like friends that I have up here, don't really know as much about my past and like what I come from. So I started off in college radio, right? And then I started DJing. But then also I was curating events. So every few weeks we would throw open mics, we would throw up and coming artist showcases. And then I had a friend who put me on and I started working for this concert company. So I would do like behind the scenes production work or just like help with whatever they needed just to get my foot in the door. So I have a lot of background in all of those things, but I feel like because it was when I was in Miami really building that, nobody up here really knows that.
Yeah.
So that's something I wish more people knew, because that's really like something I'm not even trying to big up myself, but at the same time I am, because I feel like that's really a strength of mine. And it's the more I'm getting into my professionality and really having to solidify, okay, what is going to be what is going to be that thing that really hits for me where this is going to be contributing to my 401k. Like I need a career,
honey.
You know? So I'm thinking about that, but I also think about I'm the kind of person who has to be passionate about some kind of aspect of what I'm doing or I'm just going to hate it. So
no, I feel that.
Yeah, I wish more people knew that, but now you know.
Are we going like back to back, or are we gonna do like? And then Tatyana has questions too.
Yeah, I have a question.
Okay.
Well, actually, my question is actually pretty long, so I probably have one question because it's gonna require you guys to like give me an answer for real.
Okay, so we can go like in a row. So
okay.
Yeah, Tatyana.
So to your question, right? I would say if I had to answer that right now, because I was listening, I was like, dang, that's a good one. That I actually do work with kids. So like in the years prior, I've been actually in education for at least, I want to say like 8 years. 6 with the job I have now, but I'm going to tell you good 8, right? And even before then, but we're just going to claim the 8 and leave it there. But now that everything has kind of got a little more fluid with like social media and actually just like what I can and do with the students that I work with, I realized that that's grown into like such a big person that I am, because like even them now, they're like, oh my God, everything that I do, even on the outside, it pushes me to want to like do more for the kids. And that's kind of like a hidden fuel, I guess I don't really tell people. So if you don't know a little bit of my backstory, I am a photographer, I do media, I'm a videographer as well, creative director, anything more so entertainment right. I try to tackle on it. Thank you. Right? Anything,
you can hear that?
Yeah. Anything like entertainment wise, like I've really tried to not master, because I still have so much to learn, but I've been trying to like get involved and dabble because I do love it. And there has been a fine line with like entertainment and education where like a lot of people don't like to cross it. And I've been seeing so many influencers now to like teachers that have like these really strong social media presences. So I've been kind of diving in more, and now it's like my little hidden superpower. Like I have little middle schoolers behind me like supporting my portfolio, or like today before I came here, like I teach a photography class, and just kids that I haven't seen for like weeks, just like, oh, we're here today? Okay, I'm going to stay for class, and they're remembering and stuff. So it's really that cool fuel that I'm happy to have like in my back pocket till I move it forward.
Right.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Education is important.
Very. I'm not going back to school though. I'm just not. Yeah.
I love it though.
Yeah.
I feel that because I worked at the nonprofit, so I'm
like
totally team that.
I felt like I'm on my Issa Rae. Like if you know, like Insecure, like that's how I feel. Like, like I love her, Issa. Issa girl, if you ever hear this, please hire me. I love you. Okay. My shameless plug.
No, you're fine. So Chelsea, you're next. I guess your question or.
You want to rotate? You want me to ask you
I guess like that was a good conversation. Like it's a little banter.
Okay. So outside of your family and your career, because I know that's what you would say, what is most important in your life?
Not, you know what I would say.
Yeah. Everybody always throws that out there. Okay, we know that's important. Okay, cool.
What's important? Oh, you said family and career, right?
Outside of that.
Shit.
We don't want generic answers.
What's important to me? Happiness.
Okay.
What that looks like, I'm not really 100% sure at this moment right now, but what I would want for me is happiness. True, not so much happiness from monetary things or anything like that, just true happiness. And that's something that I'm working on.
So happiness of self, happiness
of self, but also happiness of just where I'm at in my life.
Okay.
I think that I've never really been truly happy in life, and just because of the things I went through and just shit like that. So like that is what I would really obtain, other than career and shit like that. So
okay. I love that.
Oof, Lord. Okay.
I told you I was you said come with it, so.
Yeah, but I meant like, cute ones.
Cute. Okay.
If you can go back in time and change one thing about your past, whether it's childhood, teen, adult, what would it be?
I really don't feel like I would. This is gonna sound cliche. I would say, because certain things that like I can't change. You know what I'm saying? Like those things were out of my control. How
But you
other
can.
people. Okay, other people's actions. I can change other people's actions.
No, just you.
Just mine.
Just you.
Okay, so then in that case, I wouldn't change my actions. I would have changed other people, like my elders'
Yeah.
actions. If I try not to have regrets, but if I had one thing I would change, after college, I moved back to Miami sooner than I wanted to. I was working this job that I absolutely hated because I thought it was going to be a good opportunity. It was trash as fuck. I, looking back, would have never taken that job. I would have stayed in Tallahassee, finished out my lease, kept working, and figured it out after that instead of going back to Miami.
Okay.
Yeah, because when I went back to Miami, that's when like a whole bunch of shit spiraled. And then eventually I ended up moving up here. So,
Not moving up here.
yeah.
It's kind of cute up here. It's kind of
It's cute.
It's kind of cute.
Oh shit. Tatyana?
Okay, so I agree with you with certain things. Like, you don't want to change it, but if I had to, I would go back to middle school. And I would not tell myself to bust up because, like, we're in the middle school and stuff, right? But I would basically tell myself to, like, stop limiting myself and to pick my confidence up from there. Because I feel like as I got into out of high school and the college, like, that's when I really started to, like, find myself. But the foundation was there when I was younger, but I was very, like, trying to adapt to my surroundings and, like, what were people doing. And then, like, I had really bad acne. Like, if anyone ever posts these pictures of me, I still report them to this day. But I'll let you know, like, I looked like a Domino's pizza. Like, my skin was so bad, but I loved to, like, perform. That's when I really got, like, my introduction into, like, the entertainment industry in, like, the 6th, 7th grade. Like, I used to do stuff for my school. But if I could, I would just basically tell myself from then, because I had the skill set, I just didn't have the confidence to back it up until I got older. And it was just like, well, what y'all gonna say to me now? So, like, I almost wonder, like, if I would have been able to, like, tap into that at that younger age, like, where would I be? But then I love how I got here, too. But it's just, like, for curiosity. Like, if I ever could go back, like, with the knowledge I had, like, you know how they have the red pill and the blue pill?
Mm-hmm.
If I could pick the one where it's, like, I could go back with the knowledge I had, the experience I have, but to do it over, I would probably go back to, like, the 7th grade and just see how, like, those little small steps, like, would I end up still here? Would it be better? Would it be worse? But I do trust God's plan with everything, though.
Come on.
That's an applause.
Because I really
Took us
can't
to
hear them, and
church.
that's why it's so funny.
Took us to church. All right, Chelsea, next question.
Okay. I forgot we were rotating that way.
I think that's just, it's cuter, you know?
It is cute.
It makes the banter fun.
Okay. Aside from media and entertainment industry, what else do you enjoy or see yourself pursuing?
I feel like you just don't want me to talk about radio shit. And it's just like,
Because that's basic answers that we already
know. I don't know. Like, I want to write a book, like I told you.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to do a movie. I want to produce a couple movies.
Peaches and Ricky.
See, I steal my title. I'm fucking y'all up. So, but yeah, I want to do stuff like that. I want to really, I want to start a music group, a girl group. Like, that would be fire. I think I would put them into shape because I know what it is. So
Are you still doing those weekend-long sleepovers before and after, like...
Oh, my wedding?
Yeah.
Oh, no, my wedding is a totally different thing.
Okay, because I still tell people this story.
different-
I'm like, yo, if he ever gets married, like, y'all not gonna see me for a month, and just, I'm sorry. Like, I'm telling y'all from now.
It's going to be very serious, and I'm glad everybody is prepared. Chelsea, don't give me that look. Like, I'm not playing.
I'm already stressed. You know, I was a bridesmaid before, and she wasn't stressing us out. It was just more so, like, certain things that we had to do that were stressful. So
I'm gonna stress you out, and I'm gonna it's making the band / hit the floor. So
well,
I don't know
you
what.
are not. You are
Oh.
not. You are. I don't look at you and Diddy in the same caliber anymore.
I was,
Oh, yeah,
I was
yeah,
thinking
yeah.
Lorianne. Like, I
Yeah.
really saw him giving, like, Lorianne Gibson energy. I
you
wasn't even
do give
thinking.
Lorianne. Is she on
And-
cancer?
I don't know what she is.
Okay.
Who, Lorianne?
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's like,
She had cancer too.
oh, no, cancer. I don't know. I think, you know what? Let's look this up, because we have too
She
many.
does give that vibe. Very
I
passionate.
feel like she had a show where she
did a Boom Cat show.
Boom cat. Everything. Cat 1 2. Okay, no, ladies, stop. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
Oh shit, she is a Cancer.
I think so. Like I
You
was like,
just
I'm trying to
shout
Google
to
it.
Chelsea.
I just be knowing.
Because I
know
feel
my
like
Cancers.
she said that or something too there, her birthday or something. Yeah.
Diddy loves Cancers.
He sure does. Do you guys want to dive into that a little bit, or no? We're gonna sway it away.
Yo, I
I'm
don't
gonna
even
save my Diddy
know
story for
where
my
to
book.
place my thoughts with that yet. Like,
Yeah, no, I'm gonna because I have a story. I'm gonna wait for my book to come out to talk about it.
Can I know off camera?
word.
Next case. What was the questions? Yeah, so I feel like I answered. I feel
Okay,
like-
you did. I'm
Okay,
proud of you.
yeah.
I'm proud of you. Would you like to answer that one, Tati? Like
I ain't
outside
gonna
of
lie. Was it repeat it one more time?
okay, so outside of, I mean, I kind of think you already answered it a little bit too, because you mentioned the education side and then the side, your creative side. So outside of that, do you have anything else that you want to
It's so funny because like I'm actually trying to go back to school to be a teacher for real because I like them kids. But all jokes aside, I'd be a rapper because I'd feel like I would tear them
Ooh.
up. Like I feel like, okay, so it's so funny because I would have to like
are you
literally
waiting for?
talk to my middle school best friend to attest for this. I wrote a rap before and he had like a rap group at the time. So, I slid him lyrics like, yo, would you take me seriously? And in honor of Pink Friday, it was definitely over the Itty Bitty Piggy Beat. And I'm just saying, like, it probably could have been a hit if we could have got it cleared or something. So I still want to like get a studio one day and just like
You
rent a booth
should.
out just for checks and giggles. But I feel like I could really like, what I be talking about? Who knows? But that'd be the funny part about my mixtape.
You should.
Well, that's
I mean,
fire,
let's-
yeah.
Yeah, I
why
would be a
not?
rapper, like-
Lamark out here dropping songs, and on the songs he says,
Yeah.
"I'm not a rapper."
I'm not a rapper, but I'm glad you brought that up because technically, I have a world premiere, so my
Ooh.
song is actually out now, and make sure you guys, tune in
Yeah.
Wait,
drops?
right now or like when this drops?
when this drops.
Oh,
So-
okay. Because I'm
Okay.
like, I didn't know this, you guys.
Yeah, so I'm gonna play a snippet so that way people can kind of add this whole shit. And I wasn't even expecting her to say song. I was gonna say this for the end. So
Look
like,
at that.
to freedom.
Okay, we'll
Audience
drop
to
it.
freedom.
So
Where is that?
make sure you guys enjoy.
First off, let me pop my shit. Was the first time podcast, now y'all on my dick. All these niggas think they nice, had to tell them to quit. So I hop up on the beach, all these hoes I'm legit. God damn, wonder why they trying to be the man. I be stunting in real life, y'all be stunting on the gram. She was thinking she the shit, fuck around and stole a man. Taking niggas out with straight.
Now they see us holding hands, bitch. All right.
Yo,
that
can
was-
you send me the file?
I
will
got
leak
you.
it.
It's out
Absolutely.
now. It's out now. Well,
It's on SoundCloud, Spotify.
It's just on SoundCloud 'cause I
Apple
didn't-
Music.
I
That is
get that
so
beat
good. I
approved.
was trying to figure out how you top your last song. That's good. I like that.
and that's real shit because like it's been such, like everything I was spitting in that song is real shit. Like so
You heard
because
it
I
here
wasn't the first
folks.
on podcast technically, but
The
niggas
world
wasn't in radio
premiere.
2000 and what? When did we do college? 2017.
We started. Well, I started radio 2015. I don't know about you.
Oh, you talking?
Yeah.
You asking me?
Yeah,
I think it was 2015.
yeah. So
and then I did it.
I just because sometimes I like to be humble, but like
But sometimes you gotta remind these hoes, like,
you gotta remind
Yeah.
these hoes that like the fresh movement was 8 motherfucking years.
Yeah.
And people be forgetting like the live
Amnesia.
shows, co-hosts,
if you need me to do
hiring,
your
firing.
ad-libs, I
That's
got
what I'm
you.
saying. That's what I was trying to say earlier too. Like people don't know. Like I was out here 2 shows. Okay, I had drive time slots. I'm
People
just.
don't
I'm not.
fucking
I'm not.
understand.
I'm not. I was on Sirius XM. I'm not trying to just. I just want to put that out there. And life shifts and changes, and I decided not to continue my endeavors in that industry as passionately. But
The real ones
don't
know.
forget, yeah,
The real ones know.
I really am that bitch, and I
Yeah.
just have to remind myself.
Period.
Like, I do. There's been a lot of circumstances recently where it's like I really have to remind myself.
Yeah. And I think that's that goes for everybody because I'm just talking shit. But just always self-love is really important. But it's the bitches that be talking about other bitches and the bullies and being like so and so and be like, but bitch, you don't even have pot to piss in. So like that's where I anyway. Next question. If you had a penis, what was the first thing you're doing?
Oh, can I go?
Yeah.
Peeing outside.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
Like-
girls don't do that?
I mean,
But like,
it's difficult for us though because
Yeah.
we gotta go through a lot of different,
Layers.
like just imagine, like, oh, I gotta
pull it to
pee.
the side. Yeah, and
Like-
if you have on jeans, it's a wrap. Like, don't even try.
I just want to know what it felt like.
I
Because I just feel like it's even more socially acceptable.
hope my mom doesn't watch this one, but you know me, I'm an advocate for that lettuce, that noggin, and so I believe that I would find me a nice little, get that work, and that would really be that.
Kim,
Mom,
Get your
just skip
fucking
over
ass
that
up
part,
and
okay?
work.
That's all I would,
You
wouldn't do nothing crazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like our time is being very limited because we're like running a little bit out. So I feel like
Oh.
you have your top. I feel like we should do one more and call
Yeah.
it
Okay.
a dizzy
Okay, guys. Let's see.
out of the bunch. And Tatyana, do you have any questions for us?
I have like
Okay, I
one
got mine.
singular question.
Okay.
Okay.
You want me to go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So since we are recording now for next year, or it could be either next year or it could be like years from now, but what would your love letter be to your future self? Mic drop.
That's a good one.
Like what would it be? It could be long, it could be short, but like if you could give yourself like that keepsake note that you opened up, like what would it say to yourself? Whether it's 1 year, 5 years, 20 years, 15 years. Like,
I was just talking to my friend about this today, not to sound cliche, but it would probably say keep the mustard seed. Because too many times, like, we forget, like, we think just because we're not exactly where we want to be or we're not exactly doing what we want to do, that it's not forever. It's just where you are right now. And as long as you keep that little bitty faith and hope in yourself and that confidence in yourself, it sounds cliche as fuck. But seriously, like, I was looking back on some of my old tweets and things that I was saying. I'm like, damn, I did that and I did that. And I did those things that I was just tweeting. I didn't think I was really going to do it. But that's the power of your words. And I had a conversation about manifestation and journaling again. And I keep having friends just bring it back up to me like, yo, you got to make sure that you're getting more consistent with that. Because that was more of a thing that I was into. And I need to. I really need to.
For
so
sure.
I would just tell myself, keep that mustard seed.
I
Yeah,
like that.
there's
That's
that every day I'm trying to tell myself that, like, no matter what's going on.
I would kind of. I agree. No,
No, you cannot take it.
No, try future stuff. I would just say, just relax. Honestly, like you take everything too seriously, and it's not that deep. Like, just have a chill pill and just. I don't smoke. To those that smoke, I don't judge. If you do coke, crack, whatever.
All right.
I'm just saying. Like, I don't judge. Like, I really don't
It's a
judge.
judgment-free zone.
Yeah, I don't
my
judge.
headphones fell off when you said crack.
Because look, hey, life is hard. But I would just say not take everything too seriously and just enjoy the moment, enjoy the now. Because at the end of the day, you're fucking killing it, bro. Like you, even if say tomorrow some shit happens, like I still was able to say I was in the iHeart building doing Lamark After Dark. Like my fucking name is behind me. Like that shit is fucking lit. So I gotta like really appreciate those times. That's what I would say
Okay.
to my future self, I guess.
Well, thank
Hopefully
you,
he has a
Tati.
man
That
that,
was a great
loves him unconditionally.
Tried to-
doesn't-
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we don't.
But you know niggas, so.
Yeah,
But-
yeah.
That's a separate part.
Yeah.
Like your journey,
Yeah.
to get there.
And my child, I definitely want to have a child. So
Mhm.
hopefully, I really want to look into that more in like 2 or 3 years. Like I really want to either adopt or do the surrogate way. So we'll see what happens.
Oh, I love that.
Me and my child, me and little, well, not I guess little Lamark, because I feel like that would be degrading.
Do you want a boy or a girl? Do you have a
I
preference?
really would like a boy because I feel like the girl's gonna be a really mean bitch, and I just feel like not to just be with women. I just feel like if I had a girl the surrogate way, she's gonna be a little me, and she's gonna be mean. I don't have the time for that because I'm gonna slap her, and I don't have the need for that
So
either.
you don't have the time for your own actions.
I'm not
repeating.
that. I'm not that. And I feel
Okay.
like if I was a girl, I don't think any of my friends would be my friends. I don't think me and my mom wouldn't be close. Because if I was a girl, I think I would just be nasty. Like I would just be like, I'm that bitch and you're not. Like, and I feel like that's my mentality would just be because I can. I think me having a penis and me being a man stops me from doing things that I really want to do because I can't really give it up the way I want to because of my attitude and the way I grew up. But I feel like I would grow up, my mom, I would take all of her designer bags. I feel like the men, I would learn from her, like the men, like fuck these men. Like I would be like, nigga, please. Like I feel like I would just be, and my dad probably would have liked me more because he wanted a girl. So I would have been a hot ass mess. And I'd probably been a wag. So like a
What's up?
I was
football
like, can I
wife.
get a.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so I would have been a wag or some shit like that.
God. Okay. That's
Yeah.
your truth. All
So-
right.
All right, last
My
question.
final question to you would be, what are you doing daily to be the best version of yourself?
Masturbating.
Ooh.
No.
I'm gonna say,
You heard it here.
there's so many like things about that though. Like some people say yes, some people say no. Some people say that's bad. Like I don't know if it worked for you, it worked for you. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing this new thing where someone actually said if you masturbate in the mirror, that helps with its like self-love.
I think that's who am I to judge? I'm trying to like.
I mean, I don't mind a little mirror, but
I don't know. But I'm working on the mirror saying affirmations to myself. That's what I'm working on now. So that's been helpful.
okay, all right.
Yeah.
What about you, Dustin?
I have a routine now, which I don't think I really had before. Like I had like a work schedule, a school schedule. I have an actual routine. Like I go to the gym now, which is something I haven't done since like I don't even know when. So now I've been going for months consistently. I have books that I read, so like I have to make sure that I read every day. And sometimes I'm not gonna lie to you, it doesn't happen every day, but like at least a few days a week. On top of just like all the other work. Like that's my checkout time. So like I have my shows that I like to watch and stuff like that. And then I do journal. So a coworker of mine actually gave me these really cool cards. And you just pull from the card, it has a prompt on it, and then you just write out whatever. And I've been using them since you gave it to me since January. So I rotate sometimes reading with journaling, but that's just like I designate that me time. Like yes, you have your self-care time, but that's like my mental, like physical development time.
Right.
I fucks with that. All right. So let's dive right into Lamarck's motherfucking corner.
Ooh.
Lamarck's corner, where I answer all the questions you guys send me, advice, shade, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
The mic was not on. Okay. When is the right time to tell someone you're dating that you have an STD?
Before you become intimate.
I'm awkward. I feel like I would like be the one to be like at the first date.
Yeah.
I can't keep stuff like I just can't like stuff like that because I just feel like don't like I don't know.
That's why I was like before you become anytime before you become intimate.
Now is kissing
Anytime.
intimate?
I think before you do any kind of physical thing with that person, you need to give them the opportunity to make the decision if they want to do that with you.
So I agree with you, but then I'm just like, so is it? So like, because if we're having a good time and then you lean in for a kiss, do I be like,
whoa,
ah,
yeah, that was how I thought about it. I'm like,
I,
how do you?
Well, if you're having this conversation before you even get to that part.
Maybe during the get to know you phase, like, you know, because you still have to like, even for the people that want to like bring up the question of like, do you get tested? I think that's another taboo question that people don't know how to have. Like that should be in your 21 questions when you get to know someone. Like, when's the last time you got tested?
Yeah.
Okay, because maybe like, and that can be your insert point because I checked and this is my status. So like, just letting you know. I don't know. I think like stuff like that, you got to be very like straightforward. Because I'd be damned and I'd be real mad if I end up getting emotionally attached to somebody and they're like, yeah, I got X, Y, and Z. I might want to fight you. Now it's like we could have just been off the back. Like I would have had more respect for you.
Yeah.
I also want to shine a light on because there was a Twitter thing called End the Stigma about like kind of shining light on those that have HIV or AIDS and just showing like, you know, it is not the end of the world and you can move on past that and don't look at yourself like you're less than. So shout out to those that are going through that have HIV or AIDS because like, you know, that shit is, I have a lot of friends, family members that are going through those same things and just know that you are loved. And I've actually dated men who have HIV and AIDS. Like we had conversations and it's like, I'm not a, oh my God, that's so-and-so. Like, I feel like that's kind of ignorant if you don't know. And I personally get myself tested every like 6 months. Every like
Every
three if I'm like
months.
really sexually active, but like every like 6 months. So
And the technology is better too. Like there's so many medicines and
Right.
treatments out here that it's not as like far-fetched as it was before where it was like, oh, no. Now they actually have ways that you can be like sexually active in a healthy way with someone if they have it. But
Right.
it's just that trust factor. I think
Yeah.
that's more important.
I agree.
Yeah.
Next question. What's something petty that will stop you from liking somebody?
Lying.
I don't think that's petty, honestly.
Something petty.
I
Yeah.
think that's petty.
Ooh, okay. So you know how people try to like leverage you? Like they'll take a long time to respond, or like, okay, it's like the busy Olympics. It's like who's trying to prove that they're busier, basically, right? That gets on my nerves. If there's a man who's doing that, it's like you don't have to prove shit. If you want to just check in, just check in.
Yeah.
It's really not that deep, man. Like we don't have to talk every day, all day. That's fine.
Yeah.
Check in. We could, 1, 2, we're on the
I don't
same
know
page.
what's so wrong about checking the fuck in.
I don't understand it either, but there's just people who feel like, and that's also something I understand too. Like you don't owe anyone anything. Like it's up to you when you want to respond. Maybe you're not in the space. Maybe you're busy. Maybe you're working. There's a plethora of many reasons why, but sometimes you can just tell when people are just pushing it. This generation has this thing where they like to, just not really be considerate of other people's time and feelings. And it's like, yo, if this is intentional on both sides, like let's just be straight up. If you're busy, that's cool, but we're not playing these games where it's like, we're not even finishing the full conversation.
Yeah.
You know, so that will definitely turn me off. If it starts happening in the beginning, then I know like, okay, this person doesn't really like to intentionally communicate in a healthy way. I'm good.
I mean, I feel like if we're fucking, then I should, like, you don't owe me anything, but you do because we're fucking, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So.
Owe you what?
Like, if we're fucking and if we're fucking raw, I feel like I don't hear from you in 3 days and you be like,
oh, 3 days is crazy.
3 days
that's
is
a
crazy.
little much.
Wicked.
That's
3
a little
days
much.
is
Like
crazy.
the most I'll give you is 24 hours because I'm good for that. So it's like I'm the person half the time that'll forget to respond because I'm over here trying to triple task. So I'll give you like 24 hours. After 24 hours, I'm checking for sign of life. And I don't even care if we have a conversation. Are you breathing? Are you okay? Cool. Go about your day because now I'm tired. If I haven't talked to you in 24 hours, I'm probably tired. 3 days, I don't know you anymore. After 3 days, please go find someone else to talk to because it won't be me after 3 days.
All right. Next question. Does a man always have to pay on the date?
Nah.
Okay.
Here we go.
Nah, I don't think so. I would like so, but like realistically, I get my own bread too. So it's like I feel I would prefer sometimes like half on certain dates. Like yes, wine and dine me and foot the bill for the extravagant stuff, but we can definitely go half. I'm not going half with you every time. Yes, I'll treat you on days that's not your birthday because I think like there's a stigma of like, oh, birthdays and stuff. Like, you know, guys like to be reciprocated the same way that we do. However, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a reciprocate, but I don't feel that need of like, yes, every date because there's other things that can be paid for. My nails like to be done. My hair can be done. My car needs gas. Like, instead of paying for the date, like we could split the date or something, but like send me the money elsewhere. Like if that's how, there's other things like that can make up for that payment and gestures.
So I believe
Miss Miami.
I'm not going to sit here and say that I don't like princess treatment. I do. It's my thing. It's what I do like to do. But if you are my guy or I really fuck with you like that, of course, I'm going to reciprocate that energy. Of course, I'm always going to be thinking of ways that I can make sure I'm doing my part in making you feel good and going on with whatever your love languages are. That's very important to me. But I do feel like as a lady, I want a man that wants to romance me. I want a man that really wants to connect with me on that level because that's one of my love languages. Yeah. I like princess treatment, and that's that on that.
I mean, period. I mean, hey, that's how you feel. That's how you feel. I can't, you know. Next question. Do you want your man to have pubic hair or get it waxed?
I don't mind.
Yeah.
Either way.
I've never really thought about it. Have you experienced a male that's gotten waxed before? If you don't mind
Not waxed, but like shaved and like.
Yeah. Like I think that I guess I'd have to like know the preference. But
it
like,
doesn't bother me if you want to shave because some people just really have that preference. They really don't like it.
I think neat though.
Yeah,
like,
just keep it neat. Keep it neat.
You don't have to like.
Yeah, if you got taco meat like real thick hanging everywhere, that's different. Like let's work on that. But I don't see anything wrong with pubic hair. So.
I don't mind. But I'm not going through a forest. Like I'm just not doing that. So like
we're gonna trim it up.
Like,
but it's okay if you have a little trouble.
And like I'm in my world, it's both ways. Like it's booty and it's a lot. So like
so for you guys
like,
shaving.
Just, like I'm just I personally am blessed to not have that much hair. A lot of places, like if you guys see my arm on the cameras, this is me naturally. Like I don't really get hair. Mm-hmm. I get pubic hair, but it's nothing that really that crazy.
Do you wax?
I have wax, and it's painful as fuck.
It gets better.
Did you wax your balls? Yeah,
it gets better. You have to be consistent with it.
I tried it once, girl.
It's not for like the light. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like I've been doing it for years, and there's still sometimes like, hold on, girl.
Right.
But it overall, like I guess my body's so used to it now. I can't stop. Like I tried one time and I was just like, oh no, it felt weird. Like
it's also a great way to keep that skin healthy as long as you have a good esthetician or whomever is doing your, waxes. But then also I've had this conversation before. I don't want to get too in depth with it, but a lot of people don't stop and think about, okay, why is this now the trend? Think about it. People did not start shaving their genital area or their private area parts, whatever, until around the 70s, early 80s when personal razors came out, and then women started learning how to shave and the stripper industry became more of a thing and men wanted to see different things. Men like to see things that look a little more, I'll just put it in the words youthful. But I like people to just really stop and think about that, because like I feel like a real nigga is really not going to care what you have down there. I hate when men try to, say that women can't, they shouldn't have hair or whatever the stigma is, and then this nigga got a whole bush in his pants. Like, I don't like that. I feel like you should be able to rock it how you want to rock it. Some people can't shave. Some people have, they get their skin is irritated, or they think waxing is too painful, or the opposite version. There's people who they have to wax, or they get like hair bumps, or they, so I feel like do what's good for you. Just don't criticize other people.
And
I agree with that.
I agree, but just don't smell either. Because like,
yes,
what the
don't
fuck?
smell.
Yeah,
of course.
and that's
and
both.
there's so many ways to not smell.
There is too. Like for one way, like waxing was, but that I feel like that's just hair removal in general. Like, but then too, like I feel like that's more important than the wax. And I agree with you because like, okay, my funny wax story is like I got waxed before it became a trend. I literally walked by the place and they were having a sale, and I was just like, yellow, and
right.
I just like tried it one day, and I feel like that was like almost like 5-6 years ago. Before, like, it was not saying like girls weren't doing that, but
it just
now
wasn't as popular.
like now it's this thing. But realistically speaking, if we're talking about like even the time frame, it only lasts for like 2 weeks. So like it goes back to what you were saying about like if you were to do it, and I don't do it for a nigga, because trust me, whoever's with me, you have to deal with me from the first day down to I have my appointment in a week, and this is what you're getting from me, and you better like me the same.
Right.
Because
Whatever
you still
way
have
I'm
that.
at.
You can't remove it, whatever. So that's not even like usually in my mind. But I do know that there's girls like, yeah, like I'll be sitting there, they're like, yeah, because my husband sit me here. And I'm like, if that's cool with you guys, I'm not going to judge it. But I think like you do have to love yourself as yourself. Like that's kind of when it gets to that.
And so should your man
like,
or whoever your significant other is or your partner. Like they should. I mean, whether you're stubbly or you want to wax, like
respectfully, as painful as that
you still
thing
gonna put it in your mouth.
You know how like bougie I be acting. I don't even want nobody touching me after that. Like let alone going for me. And that thing hurt.
Yeah, you need at least 24 hours to let the swelling go down.
It hurts a lot.
That's a different type of pain, and it's like. When by the time you do all that, forget whoever sent me here if that was the case. Like,
I've never been sent to like. I just got
never, but like
because
you'd be
wanna do it,
surprised the conversations you hear in the lobby of these places. Like the age ranges that you see, and I say that thinking down from the low spectrum to the high. Like kids coming in, they're like, "Yo, this person even old enough?" Parents giving them permission slips to go get waxed. Like I've seen some stuff now, so I'm just like,
that's a bit much.
Well, this is the part where we get into Tatyana's business, so stand by. I hate this fucking song.
I got some business we got to get into.
So Tatyana, how's your love life going right now?
It's going. I mean, it's not idle.
Okay.
It's going. Period.
The freakiest thing you ever done?
I don't know. I would say, because this is how people be trying to catch you slipping, right? The person, whoever's at this part of this podcast that's listening, waiting for my response, wine and dine me, buy me an iPad, and then maybe you can find out.
Oh, God.
Next question.
She just totally dubbed us.
It's not dumb. It's just
Okay.
like, I'll tell you guys off camera.
I respect it.
Yeah.
Favorite position?
Oh, I like to be in control, so definitely on top. You see, like, it's not completely, I'm going to tell you a little something.
Okay. So,
Very risky, though.
Your freak number 1 to 10 and why?
I'm going to tell you it's a 6. I've been told it was an 8. You got to talk to them, not me.
What makes you a 6?
I don't really think I'd be doing a lot. I think I just,
You think you're a pretty, like, straightforward girl.
Yeah, like, but I don't know. Like, it's more so, I guess, the feedback, the customer review. Customer review sounds crazy, but, like, you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, absolutely. Clientele review is very important.
Yes.
Not clientele. All right, you're making this a different thing. All right, y'all. So this is the time where we, pop our pussies with Chelsea. Well, I don't have a pussy, but this is the time.
I should really
It's
change
time to kiki about what happened this week.
I should change the beginning to popping pussy.
WTF.
Why not?
Hi guys, welcome to What the Fuck Happened This Week. So this week I was thinking, you guys, I was really thinking because dating, life, maturing, ill, want to vomit. When you're dating, there's expectations in life in general, and then there's standards. And I think sometimes we get those confused.
Okay.
So what are some things that you feel are your expectations out of life in general? Because I don't think we should be putting them on people. But then what would you say are your standards? Like, these are the things I'm not going to tolerate.
You want to go, Tatyana? You want me to go?
You're going first this time.
Yeah, because you always let us go first. You go first.
I'm marinating my thoughts.
I'm not tolerating an ignorant person.
Okay.
I'm not tolerating.
What's your version of ignorant though? Because everybody.
Someone that's not willing to learn.
Okay.
I feel like if you have an opinion on something, that's fine. We can disagree. But if you're not willing to hear my side or willing to learn what I'm going through or vice versa, then it's just like I'm kind of cool on that. I really can't do that at all. Like if you're just one side, like you know that whole saying, old dog, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Like I'm not, nigga, we're not dogs. Like I'm not doing this with you. So that is one of my probably top. I guess cheating. I did stay with a cheater though. But I don't know why, because fuck him. Like, I should, no, I'm not bashing nobody this season. My therapist said. So, yeah, no. I'm not doing the whole cheating thing, because I don't cheat. So I feel like, to me, it's like, that's not fair. Like, I'd rather you be like, nah, I'm good, and you just do your own thing, and I do my own thing. Or be open relationship. Like, have a conversation. Like, I feel like the cheating thing is whack. And I was having a conversation with somebody about it, and they were just like, it's just kind of how to get my rocks off. But it's like, why not just, like... Because that's dangerous. Like, that cheating shit, that's soul bonding. Like, you just never know. Like, I feel like I'm not trying to be in those situations. I've been on both sides of it. I've been the side person. I've been the, main person. I've been the other person. Like, I'm just keep it a buck for me. Did I answer your question?
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Okay, he took two of my answers. So I agree with those. I think also... somebody that just doesn't have anything going for themselves. I don't expect you to be me because I can only be me, but you have to do something. I think my biggest, oh my God, drives me nuts is when I meet people and it's like I give them my day-to-day and it's not saying they can't keep up, but it's just like they can't comprehend. Like that there's so much to life that you could be doing with yourself and like it doesn't just stop at a 9 to 5 and it's not just like there's so many small things and like I'm very like I won't say travel because I will be soon, but like I'm very like I like to live a colorful life. I like to see stuff. I like to make the most like whether it's just going to the movies and seeing that's like experiences. So that's a requirement for me. And I think now that we're getting towards like we're leaving our 20s and we're heading into our 30s, you have to know like people now come with baggage. And I'm really like open-minded to like unfortunately, like the fact that you're not probably the first person like someone fell in love with or like so most of these people got kids and and I hate it. And I'm not going to say that I'm settling when I say it, but also just like what are you doing? Yeah, like
you didn't know none of them bitches before me.
Yeah, like what are we doing? Like if you have that baggage, like as long as you're carrying it well, like you can have baggage because like I said, we're getting older now. Like it's coming with older responsibilities and like those 20s and that recklessness is starting to catch up to these niggas and these females and however, but it's like how are you handling your baggage?
Right, pick your fucking bags up.
Yeah,
don't be a bum ass bitch. Period.
First of all, don't be carrying them bags around here, boy. You should put them down.
But
I do not date bag ladies. Okay, Erica done told you.
Everyone has some type of bag.
Absolutely, but it's about how you carry it, and it's about what you're carrying.
Like carry with grace.
You got people out here with shopping carts full of shit.
Yeah.
Why are you carrying all of that?
Yeah.
Like that goes to like accountability.
Our responsibility to like take up the load, and it's like no, because
self accountability here, folks.
I can be supportive, but I don't have to be in your burdens with you, and I think that's where it kind of gets misconstrued. And I've been challenged on that already, where it's like, okay, well, I told you what it was, and it's just like. You did, but I hate to tell you that I don't have these problems, so I can sympathize, I can empathize, I can understand it. But if you can't carry your own shit, how do you expect me to pick up anything of it?
Or be supportive?
Kim?
Get your fucking ass up and work.
It's too much. Okay, well, thank you guys for answering. I feel like we tore it up. But yeah, that's what I wanted to know. A lot of people... they just don't really have those standards for themselves. They don't really understand expectation versus standard. I just want to give examples. Just 1 second, guys. I promise.
I'm on notes. She got the notes, y'all.
I got some notes. I had this really cool example that I found, and I really liked it. And I was like, people should learn from this. Hold on here. Activity.
While she's finding those notes,
Yeah.
I just want to say to the bum ass bitches listening, thanks for tuning in again and again and again.
And replay it. Put it on a
bitches
loop.
could fucking never. Nah,
Never.
I really want to give a shout out though to people that are working their asses off because working hard is not fucking easy. And shout out to fucking Beyonce. That movie, Oh my God.
I'm so
I'm
mad.
seeing it when I go home to Miami, so I'm looking forward
When are you
to
in Miami?
it. Next week.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I'm going.
I'm just gonna say
Damn,
Beyonce work ethic this year is on Beyonce. Period. Because like she works her ass off. And I
Yeah.
really have to. Like,
Have you seen her other have you seen all of her documentaries?
Yeah.
From
Of
Life
course,
is But
yeah.
a Dream,
Yeah.
Homecoming. Okay.
I can just say overall though, like not seeing it yet because I'm going.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely.
I just
I'm
like
not
the
going
way
for
that even though she worked her she literally worked her ass off, it's still so like
genuine.
flowy and genuine. Like this
Yeah.
is the one tour that you could see her having fun
Mhm.
and just like even going with the flow of things and just like even down to the casting and just like making sure everybody was representative. It looked like it was a party every time they performed.
Every performance. I went back and watched other cities on YouTube just to see the differences in the show and just to see her different outfits and everything. It's amazing. So I can't wait to see the movie. But to go back to what we were talking about before, expectations are the ideas that we have about how we want certain situations to turn out or some people to be. Let's hear that, how you want it to be. And then the standards are the level of quality that we set for ourselves because you can only control yourself. So you setting that quality, that serves as a basis for good judgment for yourself. And I think we should make sure that we're setting standards, not expectations. Humans are humans. Let people be people. Don't come over here telling people what they need to be doing or how they should be doing it. Accept people for who they are or keep it moving. All right?
Because it's definitely an option. I like that last part. Because I think the people in the back, they missed that part.
Yeah.
You can always leave. Like, you're not obligated to anybody.
And if they want to change, they're going to do it on their own.
Not because you tried to make them.
Absolutely. So, yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for joining me. Oh, go ahead.
But before we go, I wanted to ask one question. I guess everybody can answer, and it's like, what major lesson has your 20s taught you about yourself?
I'd say for me, it's okay. Because, like, you had said something about just the pressure that we put on ourselves. And those who know. Like, I probably put on so much pressure before it even gets to the outside world and feedback. Like, I almost, like, condition myself for what I'm going to receive before I get it.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing that I've just been trying this year is just, like, it's okay. Like, everything. It's okay. Good, bad, ugly, sad. And as I'm starting to like transition out of my 20s, it's like, okay, it don't have to be perfect because like it's something perfect about imperfection. And just like hold yourself accountable to the stuff you want to do just to like when you're older, you can say you did it, but not for the sake of like proving it to anybody anymore. And then have fucking fun. Like I have fun, but like it's on a different level of fun now. Like it's kind of like before it was
really enjoying
like I'm so present now. Like I was just telling one of my best friends, I'm like, I walked outside and I felt the air. Like I felt the season. I felt the Christmas and like it's just being more present and like it's okay. Like whatever it is, it's gonna be okay.
I'm gonna step out of my comfort zone and just be authentically myself and be the person that young Lamark would love. I think that I really kind of escaped from young Lamark when I got to a teenager and kind of decided to be the Lamark that was popular, that was like quote unquote would get me, like I would go home and study like what to do, what to say, certain things so that way I can fit in with everybody else. Because like I liked High School Musical and the Cheetah Girls, and the people I would like to not like that shit. So I had to like.
First of all, I love me some Cheetah Girls.
The girls did, the guys did not. So I had to really kind of like maneuver my shit and kind of like start looking at sports and, and
Even
games.
how you just said it, you're
Like,
so
like, it just was
disgusted.
like-
I like sports though. Sports
I
is
do like
cool.
sports.
Like,
But you're like, no, it's a no.
No, it's
I guess my answer would be a mix between some of like what both of you have said. Like it's okay, and consistently just be confident in yourself, be who you are, keep that mustard seed, girl. That's what I'm gonna tell myself.
that's a good tattoo. Like that's something to look at, like an affirmation to look at every day.
Every day,
Like,
keep
that's
that mustard
good.
seed.
ooh, all right.
Maybe you know what? I've been thinking about that too. Like I kind of want to get a new tattoo.
And just somewhere you can see it, like
Yeah.
just that physical reminder, because that's art. That's good. I like that.
Well, guys, this has been another great episode of Lamark After Dark. I want to thank Tatyana for being here, and of course Chelsea for co-hosting and being so fucking. I mean, do I have to thank you every show? I feel like you're part of it. Like you're a team.
Thank you.
So we kind of.
You already know how I feel.
Yeah, we vibe.
We do.
Any last remarks you'd like to say, Miss Tatyana?
Man, I'm just finally happy to be up here with you guys. Like,
It took a little minute, but we got you
It
here.
took a minute, but I'm so proud of you both and just like everything that you're doing and just the way that you guys are shaking shit up, like one podcast at a time. Like, thanks for having me, man. Like, this is so comfortable. Like, this is a great environment to even just have these talks in.
I do want to say though, and this is gonna be like so authentic, cause like for the people that don't know, cause me and Tatyana kind of had we had a riff. But like people didn't know we had a riff that outside of it. And I feel like when you are disagreeing with a friend that really is on your side and fucking with, the outside people shouldn't know what the fuck that's happening. You know what I'm saying? You handle it.
We handled it smooth. We were just like, yo, what's even going on?
But I just feel like just as a lesson, the people that be on social media bashing friends
You don't
and
gotta
go
do
back
all
and
that.
forth,
They
like
ain't
you
your
just
friend for real.
Yeah, man. Like you never embarrass somebody or never try to come for them. And I feel like that I really appreciate where we are now and the growth and the conversations. And like I feel like that's so fucking dope that we was able to kind of mesh that together and not make an ass of each other or ourselves on social media platforms. I'm like, clap up for adults.
Adulting sucks, but we love friendship.
We love fucking friendships. And my chain keeps flipping. All right, y'all. And that was that.
What does Blue Ivy do? She goes,
On that note, we out.